Hola, 8th grade. It's me, Miss Chambers, here with your reteach lesson for today. Today, our lesson is going to be focused on genetic code. It's going to be really short, sweet, to the point, because it's not that hard. Based on your quizzes last week, which you guys did really well on, these were your lowest scoring questions that were around, RNA translation to amino acids. So I'll just break it down to you on how to read these charts and how to know what which codon stands for which amino acid. So without further ado, let's just get started right away. So just to recap, we know that RNA is a copy of DNA that leaves the nucleus and goes to the ribosome to basically take the genetic instructions and make them into a protein to build an organism. Simple. But our question remains around, well, what do these codes stand for? Well, each code stands for one of the 20 amino acids. And so the way we figure out which code stands for which amino acid is basically this. Let's say we had a codon that said CAU, cytosine, adenine, and uracil. Here's how you do it. You start on your left side always, and you start with your first letter. The first letter is C, and then you go over to the column of your second letter. So I'm going to go from C, past the U column, past the C column. Bam, we're into the second letter column with A, right? And then find your code. There it is, CAU. And CAU codes for whatever HIS is. Okay, I'm smart, but not that smart. I'm not memorizing all the amino acids, just unnecessary. Okay, cool. That's it. I know. Yeah, right. Let that sink in. But for those of you that just need to see it one more time, I'll do it again. So let's look at a code like GAG. Gag. Funny. Okay. So start on your left side. First letter is G. Go over to the column of the second letter. Skipping the U column, skipping the C column. Bam, we're here. There goes GAG, and it codes for GLU. Now, I think I know this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Extra credit if you hear this part of the video and actually send me a message correcting me. But GLU stands for glutamine. I'm more than positive it does. Okay? And that's it. So that is how you find the amino acid for the codon. Now, the only things I want you to pay attention to, sometimes you might see this, stop. When you see stop, that means that the codon, these codons here, are where a protein ends. So basically what happens is the ribosome is reading the codes and pumping out these amino acids to make this chain of amino acids to make the protein. Then they get to something like this, and that tells them, all right, stop. This is where this protein ends. Let's start a new one. That's basically all those are. This one is green here because more than often, the protein usually starts with this one. Okay, that's really basically what it is. All right, now what happens if you see a chart like this? Give me 1 second. Let me erase and set this up. All right, so here's this other chart. You saw this in your reading. It is not hard, okay? I'm just gonna show you here how it works. So, same thing. Let's look. CAU. Now the only difference with this is you're working your way out. Okay, so here's our first letter, C. Then you move down to your second letter, A. And then you find the corresponding last letter. Now it's either CAU or CAG or any one of those. And we know ours is CAU. So here it is. That's the last piece. And boom, what does it code for? HIS. The same thing that we got in the last one. And if you want to double check I can double check it here for you. Right here. Let's look. Let's double check, right? We did C over to A and U, and what was it? HIS. Same thing. So again, just because they look different doesn't mean it gets harder to read. No, you just basically work your way from the middle out. And then you will find one of the 20 pretty amino acids. And that, boys and girls, is your reteach lesson for today. So make sure you get 100. I'm expecting no less. And talk to you soon. All right.